a best of 5 because it's the finals. It's the final countdown. All right, let's get into it. Let's get excited, guys. This is the grand finals of the Cock of the Walk right here. You gotta be excited. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner in the blue, playing for B100 Esports. It is Vanya. And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner, playing for Team Wardy. It's Rail. Some PvZ action. And we got to see a PvZ earlier, but it was Rail versus full NA memes. This one's gonna be a little different. Drop a gateway on the low ground. Vanya, though, going for an early pool. So, we've got 6lings on the way. Vanya trying to get something to happen. Thank you, Masnia Tech Prototype. I appreciate that. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting back into streaming more often. Hopefully getting to do some goddamn personal streams. But, yeah, a lot of casting too. I'll still be doing Cock of the Walk. I'll still be doing ESL, and I'm gonna try to do the IndyK Cups as well on Fridays. So should still be a good amount of casting, but also some actually playing the video game of StarCraft. Maybe some Twitch sing, some karaoke stuff. I'm planning on adding some new channel point rewards to that effect. I think it's gonna be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I miss interacting with chat. It's hard to do when you're casting on a 2-minute delay like we are right now. Vanya attacking this wall a little bit. He's got a couple of Lings posture to try to be annoying, but with the second Zealot out, I don't think this should be too much of an issue. More Lings coming across though for Vanya. Oh man, this Cybercore is getting close. He's gonna go for the surround on the Zealots. No, he'll kill one. He'll kill the second one too. Has a few Lings left over, and it looks like he'll be able to take out the Cybercore. He's gonna lose pretty much all of his Lings for it though. No speed on the way for these Lings, so they're gonna be real slow for a real long time. Oh my god. Oh, I thought he was gonna get both of those Lings out of there. That would have been intense. Second Adept will pop out, and it looks like Rail's gonna move across the map with those. He's gonna replace his Cybercore. He's got his Nexus about halfway done, Robo on the way. So other than delaying Warp Gate, which is very annoying, I don't think losing that Cybercore is really going to affect Rail too much. Adept's trying to get shoot away by the Queen, but I think they can just shade through, right? Yeah. Take out that Ling first thing. Take out that Ling first thing. It's an accidental rhyme. Looks like the Adepts will shade down to the natural. There's 2 Queens here, though. Still get a couple of drones. One of the Adepts. Oh my god, is this Adept gonna live? Is this Adept gonna live? 4 hit points? Get the hell out of here. Oh, except they completed that shade, so it will not live. But lives long enough to get a couple more worker kills. Oh, 1 more worker kill? Yeah. 5 in total going down. Vanya at 25 workers, but he's making more drones. He shouldn't be behind for too long. Rail, though, getting out of Warp Prism. He's got a Robotics Bay on the way. Looks like he might want to get into Disruptors. Get those Disruptor drops going. The Overlord, rather, is spotting all this. Stalker is on the way, but it's not out yet to shoo the Overlord away. Third on the way now for Vanya. Get that Gravitic Drive to get that Warp Prism moving around. Super speedy. One of the fastest things in the game is a Warp Prism with speed. Rail will pick up that Disruptor and get out. I don't think this Overlord spotted that.
Queen birth successful.
Ooh, Queen birth successful. Wow. don't know where this Adept is going. Well, we'll see if this Disruptor drop can get any damage done. There's a Roach Horn on the way for Vanya. Looks like he wants to get into a more standard macro game composition. Spots the Prism. But again, not knowing there's a Disruptor in that Prism means that Nova usually gets a decent first shot off. Ooh, drones don't split very well. 4 of them go down. Not the best hit there, but not the worst. Prism will get out of there with the Disruptor tucked inside nicely. Rail behind this, going into Immortals, a lot of gateways and some sentries. I feel like he's gonna do a push off the back of this. Take out this Overlord, the spotting Overlord. 5 more drones going down to this Disruptor drop. Wings moving across the map, maybe gonna try to intercept this little force. Ooh, or try to sneak in. Oh, Rail, the wall was open, the door not being held by that Stalker, and the Lings make it all the way in. Recall goes down to get some of these units back home. Oh my god, but there's still nothing in the wall. There's more on the way for Vanya. Vanya with Roaches and Lings streaming in now. They're gonna go for this pylon. Can they get the pylon? Oh, they decide not to keep going for the pylon. The shield battery healing that pylon up. Zealots getting taken out here. Where's the Disruptor in the Warp Prism? I feel like that's gotta be around somewhere. No, did that die? The Disruptor and Prism died. And Rail. Oh man, Vanya's push just doing so much here. Only killed 4 probes so far. I feel like it's gonna be able to get so much more. Disruptor Nova goes off. It does get 2 Ravagers. That is a nice Nova, but with more Lings streaming in and still no wall here. Alright, so Rail seems to have held. He is down quite a bit of army supply. Vanya's going to go ahead and take out the guaranteed kill on this 3rd base. He still has Lings in the main base being annoying. That Rail just can't clear right now. He's got to focus on the low ground. Alright, that Disruptor getting a lot of kills. 11 kills so far. Rail will just tap out right there. He doesn't want to keep trying to hold. Doesn't think he can do it. Vanya takes game number 1 of the Grand Finals. Game number 1 of this Grand Finals going to Vanya. Vanya is the only member of B100's esports, or SC2 team, at least. I think they have teams in Apex Legends and Quake, according to Wikipedia. B100 esports, also known as Black Sotnya. And it was founded in 1998. Damn. Alrighty. Let's get into game number 2 here. Spawning in on Eternal Empire in the upper right hand corner, canceling that drone so he can build another 12 pool. It is our blue Zerg for B100 Esports, Vanya. And his opponent in the lower left hand corner, playing for Team Wardy, it is our red Protoss, Rail. Yep, Vanya going for that early pool once again. Gonna get out a few Zerglings to spice things up at the start of the game. Maybe feels like that early game shenanigans from last game was worth it. You know, I said Ice and Chrome was the only map we hadn't seen today, but I don't think we've seen Eternal Empire either, so. There we go. Now we get both of them. Oh. Strone waiting until the probe leaves so it can head down there and not be blocked. Nice. Nice. Rail doesn't have a zealot on the way. This is not good for Rail. Hold on, guys. I assumed Rail was just gonna be like, you know. Oh no. Whoa. All right, boys and girls. That was a quick one. Vanya going up 2-0. Just like that. This is why, my friends. Sometimes you just go for the 12 pool. I'm really shocked that Rail didn't have anything prepared. I just assumed that he was going to build a zealot. Ah, man. Vanya gets the quick win. I don't think that's a mistake Rail will make again. He scouted no hatchery. Decided not to go into the main. Now we're going to Everdream for game number 3, and we're on match point. I guess let's hop in and see if this one lasts a little bit longer than that one. Spawning in the upper right hand corner, our blue Zerg player. For B100, it's Vanya. And in the lower left for Team Wardy, it's Rail. GLHF's going down. Nice to see the mana is still there. After a game like that, I know it can be tough if you're Rail to just move on, move forward like nothing happened. You know, I saw a bug the other day. I was just talking about how my girlfriend and I went picking blueberries on Monday. I saw a bug the other day and it had like these little pincer things on the back of the butt end, and it reminded me of a larva. I don't know what it was. I don't know what kind of bug that is. Maybe somebody in chat knows. Alright, well the first sixling's on the way. 4 more being built right now. Rail has a zealot coming out. Didn't scout it all this time. Just assuming that he's going to need that zealot. And he is absolutely correct. This probe needs to stay on the low ground though. Oh no. Oh, probe. Oh no. No probe on the low ground. I mean, the zealot, you know, that's good to have, but that is not the only thing here that needs to happen. Probe's coming down to fight as well. Zealot gets surrounded, but finds a nice little position in the pylon here. Most of the lings have fallen so far. As an adept on the way. It looks like the probe should win this fight. Oh, a couple probes going down though. All right, 3 probes fall for those lings. Now needs to get them back to mining. Dep should be able to take care of some of those lings, and is going to head straight across the map to try to do some counter damage. Vanya's still down in workers though. He's actually still making lings. I'm a little surprised by that. The gas is just going down right now. Vanya only on 15 drones. Just making more lings. Queen gonna push this adept away. Adept will go spot. If there's gas being mined. Okay, there's the drones that we're looking for. I guess the lings were just to try to hold off the adepts. Second one's on the way now as well. Third one's staying at home to defend. Robo goes down. Yeah, the Ling's just here for the defense. Not doing the best job, though. I can't believe that drone lived. Oh my god, that one lives too. Vanya saving 3 of those 4 drones that were targeted. Oh my god. Saves them all. Except the one. One drone died there. Really nice defense from Vanya against those 2 adepts. That is, I cannot stress how difficult that is to do. To get that spore to build at the exact right moment. And Vanya drops to 3rd base. I feel like Vanya's put himself in a pretty solid position in this game. But that doesn't mean that Rail can't get anything done. There's definitely a world where Rail's able to go into the game he wants to. It looks like Disruptor Drop's going to be the game, the choice once again. He's got that Robo Bay on the way. Bling's still running around. They don't have speed yet, though. No speed, 4.5 minutes into the game. Not something we see every day. Is that Roach Horn? Is Vanya going to go for a similar attack to what he did in game 1? I mean, it worked. It worked. Why not? It looks like we're seeing the same thing out of Rail. Chrono boosting this robotics facility, which I feel like Vanya might read into a little bit. I think he wants to try to see what is going to come out of there, but he will not. And the Overlord will pop. I think this Disruptor got 9 drone kills in the last game, or in game 1 rather. See if it can do something similar. We have 9 roaches on the way though. I feel like this Disruptor might be better off trying to kill a few of those roaches on the way and delaying Vanya's push a little bit. Warp Prism gonna fly right over the roaches. And yeah, turns around with the Disruptor. Is he gonna try to get a connection here? It's maybe a bit of a dangerous game. He goes for it. He gets 1. It's better than none. That's 1 less roach here. There's so many roaches spilling across the map now. A little surprised the queens aren't walking across. Ling's coming as well. Ravager's being morphed. Secondary pylon and a shield battery going down here for Rail. He's got to defend. Vanya's going for the big push. Disruptor comes out. Nova hits a Ravager. It's an expensive unit. That means 1 less bile available. This is going to be pretty big since this Robo's already taken a beating. Some really nice force field there from Rail. Only gets 1 roach off of it though. He's bought enough time for the shield battery to come up. 2nd one on the way. And he'll get another Immortal out. And I think Vanya's going to call that the end. He tries to split those roaches, but 2 roaches and 1 Ravager go down to that Nova. And this Disruptor coming back for the defense has been the difference, the big difference in this game for Rail than in game number 1. Vanya's got to pull back kind of with his tail between his legs and say, that attack didn't work. I guess we'll expand. We'll go into a lair, a very late lair. This is 7 minutes in the lair, still isn't even done. Ooh, Disruptor gonna try to get a cheeky hit. Gets 3 more roaches. That last second split from Vanya, not quite in time. And now that Vanya's been trying to drone up, take a new base, Rail's gonna push across the map. Vanya does have a lot of units on the way, but they're not quite here yet, and he's still down 10 supply in terms of army. No roach speed is also gonna make it a little bit harder to reposition these roaches. Oh, Vanya's got a few units on the bottom side here. Not exactly where they'd want to be. How much force field energy does he have? I feel like it's not that much. That Disruptor Nova doesn't really hit much. Just kind of damages the queen. There's a lot of ground units in this army though from Rail with a few more force fields. Gonna buy some more time. The Biles take them down. Is there enough here for Vanya to defeat this? He thinks there is. He's gonna push forward and send some Biles out. But with another Warp and the Stalkers, Rail's army is looking very strong. A lot more units in production here for Vanya, but is it enough? He's down a little bit of army supply. Oh, the Biles killing the Disruptor. Those predictive Biles, man. A lot of the army has gone down. Those Biles getting some nice connections as well, but most of the army here for Vanya is dead. Another warp in for Rail. Should be able to come over and help reinforce. It's very scrappy, but with 2 Immortals still in this army for Rail, I think Rail has just got too much. Vanya's probably going to have to tap out. There it is, the tap out. Rail bringing it back a little bit. He was down 0-2. He says, I'm not giving up without a fight. Goes to the 2-1. Looks like Death Aura is going to be our map number 4. I'm glad this wasn't a 3-0. I was a little worried there, especially at the beginning when Rail wasn't fully ready for the early lings, but he ended up holding quite nicely, and that push was looking strong. I will say, I think I said it a little earlier, those kinds of pushes, Immortal Sentry pushes, I know they were real big in this matchup for a while. Rail was really fucking good with them. He was super good with them. He had some of the best Immortal Sentry pushes in the game. When Cyril was at his absolute peak, Rail was able to take maps off of him with those pushes. He was really goddamn good. So when I see him move out with an army like that, I always think, I don't know, it's not looking good for the Zerg. And Vanya probably knows that better than anybody. These guys have played a lot over the years. Let's get our scores right here. And we can hop into Death Aura for game number 4. We're spawning in the upper left-hand corner. It is our blue Zerg player for B100 Esports, Vanya. Still on match point, only needs one more victory. His opponent in the lower right, the red Protoss for Team Wardy. It's Rail. Okay, so I thought that Vanya took this because a lot of times that early pro block will just block this natural base. That is not what happened at all. I think he took that to try to throw Rail off the scent, to try to make Rail think that he might be early pulling again. Rail didn't scout. Rail didn't scout back here. Oh, the pool's in the corner. Never mind. He saw the pool. That's why. That's why I didn't scout up there. And now he'll go down here. Ooh, doesn't quite see that third base though. I like it though. Rail not building the Zealot this time, not feeling like he needs to. And Vanya going for a quick third hatchery. Sorry, I don't have a production tab on. But yeah, nice quick third hatchery here for Vanya. So he should be able to get these 3 hatches up. And we'll get to see a bit of a longer game. A game that doesn't have Rail being forced to build Zealots and extra wall-in stuff early on. Is this going to be another disruptor drop? I guess we'll have to wait and find out, but Rail has been favoring that build, and I mean it's worked pretty well for him. Even the games he's lost, like the disruptor getting 9 drone kills in game 1 of this series. And I gotta say it's exciting. I enjoy disruptor drop builds, but they don't always get as much done as I would think. They're better in army fights than they are in harassment, I think. Vanya hasn't really scouted too much into the base. He did see the Robo. We don't have a Robo Bay going up just yet, so I'm not sure where Rail's going with that. But Vanya's just going to drone up. He's got speed about to finish. He's got queens out. Rail getting an Immortal first, then going for an Observer. Hey, there's that Robo Bay we're looking for. Probably get a Warp Prism out now. I'm excited to see what a game looks like between these two without the early 12 pool. I have a feeling Rail might try to go for some 2-base play. You know, get that disruptor drop, try to get some damage done. And then maybe move out with the Sentry Immortal composition. If it goes longer than that, though, I'm really not sure where these guys want to go with the game. Past that, it's just been, it feels like it's been such a fight this series. Constant aggression back and forth, constantly trying to get to the next step of your plan. Rather than massing up, macroing, and just trying to play the defensive game, which is what we see most often, I think, from a lot of European players in general. Both Zergs and Protosses, you know, like a Showtime versus a Serral is probably not going to open with a 12 pool into something like big Roach attack, or Disruptor drops into an Immortal Sentry all in. This is pretty unlikely. A lot of macro play in Europe. Disruptor drop's going to move out, though. Vanya should be able to be ready for this. Ooh, he's going into a Spire. I like that play a lot. Mutas have been very, very popular lately, especially against Terran, but I really like them against Protoss as well. I think if the Protoss doesn't open Stargate, Mutas can be real tough to deal with. Disruptor drop might get thwarted this time, as the Lings are following it around. Queens were there at the front to push it away. When the balls finally drop, the fun begins. Agreed, Inchtomaniac. Absolutely agreed. And you know what? Rail's going to take a third base. Oh, no. That is misplaced. Rail. No, no, please. Please, Rail. Please, Rail. 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 See how the circle is where the base is supposed to be? Rail is misplaced. It's misplaced. Rail. God damn it. All right, well, Rail's going for an attack, so he's not going to notice that base is misplaced. He's going to grab these queens. Still got his War Prism here with the Disruptor inside. I don't think the Disruptor has gotten any kills. Vanya's actually going to just completely empty this third base. He's even pulling the Spore Crawler away. Oh my god, the force field to get the Spore Crawler. He gets it. Roaches pop out. They try to immediately turn into Ravagers, but that's not really going to help him, is it? Vanya just wasn't ready for this push at all. He's trying desperately to get as many units as he can together. And he Roaches, Ravagers, Lings. Well, the Roach Warren is down here, so we might see that get taken out. But Biles should be able to hold the top here. Rail not fully paying attention. Oh my god, looks like he's being counterattacked by some Lings. So he's warping in back at home. And he does take out this base. I guess it was the second base, but basically the third. Vanya's feeling good about this. He feels like he can push in. He has so many Ravagers. I don't blame him. That's all the gas he was saving up for Mutas. That means Mutas are not really going to happen. At least not for a while. Oh, but the Warp Prism gets taken out. Rail is in dire straits here. It feels like he just doesn't have enough to fight this. And Vanya's going to push him away. Sure, Vanya lost a base, but he has another base. He's still on 3. He's still mining with 62 drones. And Rail's just going to tap out from there. Vanya not only wins the game, but wins the series, the grand finals. And he wins Cock of the Walk number 23.